Hello and welcome. This is today's The Hindu newspaper. In this video, we will discuss important news and editorials of today's The Hindu. Our first news is about Mission Shakti. This was in news because Supreme Court has sought some information from government about Mission Shakti. Mission Shakti is an umbrella scheme aimed at safety, security and empowerment of women. This scheme is implemented by Ministry of Women and Child Development. This scheme was in news because scarcity of protection officers as observed by Honorable Supreme Court. This scheme seeks to realize government's commitment of women-led development. Remember this keyword, women-led development. Such keywords can be used in essay writing. So the Mission Shakti has two sub-schemes. One is Samabal and another is Samarthya. The Samabal is about safety and security of women, whereas Samarthya is about empowerment of women. Supreme Court has observed that around 4.4 lakh cases of domestic assault are pending across various district courts against women. So these statistics can be used in essay writing or in mains answer about domestic violence. Appointment of protection officer is mandated under Section 8 of Domestic Violence Act. And the role of protection officer is to help victim file complaints. It is give information to the police, provide immediate protection and support, and inform victims about their legal rights and support them throughout the court proceedings. So you can go back and read this Mission Shakti because this is very important scheme and it is an umbrella scheme, includes various components under it. So please go back and read this in very detail. There is very highly likelihood of question being asked on this in prelims. Then there is article about heat wave. It talks about anatomy of heat wave, like what is heat wave, how they are generated, what are various factors affecting them and how they can be managed. So according to the definition given by IMD, the temperature deviation by at least 4.5 to 6.4 degrees Celsius of the long-term average can be called as heat wave. It can also be called as heat wave when maximum temperature crosses 45 degrees Celsius in normal landscape and 37 degrees Celsius on a hill station. Heat waves are formed due to warmer air either flowing in from elsewhere or produced locally. It can be produced locally because of higher land temperature, higher land surface temperature, or the air sinking down from the above is compressed along the way. Therefore, compression produces a heat. Therefore, air becomes hot near the surface. Heat wave also has relationship with El Nino and La Nina. You must have heard these two terms. These two terms are very, very important, El Nino and La Nina. So when the El Nino is going on, then the heat wave is generally confined to the north and northwest. And when there is a La Nina event, then heat wave may be extended into the southern peninsula of India. So you can read in detail El Nino. In spring, India typically has air flowing from west and northwest from West Asia. This air coming in rolls in over the mountains of Afghanistan and Pakistan, and while descending down they get compressed, therefore they increase the temperature near surface. Also, as the Arabian Sea is warming faster than usual recently, therefore the air flowing from Arabian Sea is also warmer air. Even the westerly winds are also affecting the Indian heat wave. The lapse rate, the concept of lapse rate is also affecting generation of heat wave in India because the not only in India but in entire globe the lapse rate is decreasing. What is lapse rate? It is the rate at which temperature cools from surface to the upper atmosphere. So this rate is declining under global warming. So because of global warming, this lapse rate is declining. Therefore, the air in upper atmosphere is hotter, warmer than air in lower atmosphere. When this air gets sink, it brings heat wave. Then age and distance of the traveled air mass also affects heat wave. Longer the distance and more the age, the more intense the heat wave will be. Finally, authors suggest some solutions like improved forecast warnings, issuing warnings as soon as possible and coupling them with graded heat action plans to protect vulnerables. So there can be question in disaster management in GS3 as well as there can be question in UPSC prelims MCQ about various concepts discussed in this article like heat wave, La Nina, El Nino, lapse rate, Arabian Ocean warming or Indian Ocean dipole, air mass, westerlies, etc. Then there is a news which can be used as an example in ethics for giving example in questions related to non-violence, values, morals or emotional intelligence. One Indore college principal was set on fire by former student and now she has succumbed to the death. Very unfortunate incident, can be used as an example. Then there is news about solar cook stove. Indian Oil Corporation have launched its patented solar cook stove in India Energy Week 2023. So this can be asked in prelims, or you can use this as an example in essay or in mains answer writing. That's it today, guys.